Hey, Boy Manning here. Welcome to the Garden Report again from Crypto. We moved upstairs for our second video here. You can check out the first over on Celtics All Access. All the post-game reaction on CLNS Media from the Celtics 122-118 win over the LA Lakers here to wrap up their road trip 4-2. It was an up and down road trip for Marcus Smart and encapsulated in this game where he got off to a rough start again. Shot 1 of 6 against the Clippers yesterday. 4-12 against the Warriors, as it seemed like two tough defenses started forcing the Celtics to pass to him and make him shoot in those games as a countermeasure to some of the other great shooters that are on the team. Rotate inside, force the shooters to drive and kick to Smart and Grant and some others who had been struggling a little bit. So Smart starts 1 of 6 in this one. Turned the ball over midway through the game. Through that stretch where the Celtics blew a 20-point lead into the second half. And the bench, ultimately, I think, was the sloppier end of this. Jaylen Brown with that second unit. Jaylen Brown even with the starters gave up the ball a little bit. Malcolm Brogdon might add his worst game with the Celtics in this one. So they rotate back to the starters to close this game. Lakers had gone up by as many as 13 late in the fourth quarter. And this stretch, there's a couple key situations in this game, but this one won't get enough credit where Tatum got into the middle, bound Grant for 3, that cut the lead to 10. Lakers go to inbound and Smart steps right in, steals it, scores, forces the Lakers timeout, and that pretty much cut their lead in half right there. Just a key play. Continued to make them down the stretch, and then later revealed in the post-game interview that he was sick tonight, actually had to go into the back and vomit during that stretch of the game there. Still comes back, subs into the game, makes some key passes, a key finish in overtime, and ends this game with 6 assists, 3 turnovers, 5-11 from 3. The Lakers force him to shoot. Makes a big 3 down the stretch of the game in the fourth quarter as well before Tatum tied it to force overtime. All those baskets, all those possessions, all of his management of the offense in the second half there, stuff matters, especially when Joe Mazzulla is putting trust in the players' hands. And Marcus seems to be the guy who will step up in those moments and take the reins of the team for better or worse. You talk about that love and trust. You're going to have to do it through the highs and the lows for Smart, and he showed both of them in this game. He actually had no assists until a timeout in the first half where he got back on the floor, made 3 assists in a flurry, and that's what actually got the Celtics into the dominant position that they were in this game. And then into the second half, he played even better. And now the point total, 10. The shooting line overall won't look great, but you look at some of the key moments in this turnaround, really a classic between these two teams. Smart was all over it, and I think he set the table for the offense in this game in an admirable way. Some other keys to the game as well we discussed in our other video, but big credit to Marcus Smart in this one, who stepped up in a big way and turned his game around more than anyone in this one. Got the ball where it needed to go to Tatum, relieved some of the pressure on Jaylen Brown to make plays and score on the ball in that situation, and got the flow of the offense going again. You saw him pointing in different directions, guiding guys, getting their spacing right. And if that's not going to happen from the sideline, it's got to happen from a player on the court. And without Al Horford, with the team faltering in this game, I didn't think they'd be able to turn it around. And Smart steps up and makes play after play after play in those moments. So big credit due to him. I'm sure he was driving some people crazy through the course of this game. And you're still going to have to ride those waves in the playoffs. This is a good preview of what a tough postseason situation might be for this team. But you want him on the floor. And I actually looked at how he was playing through, say, 2.5 quarters in this game, and I said, maybe you go Derek White and Brogdon. Maybe you take some of the foul trouble Smart was in, guarding Anthony Davis in the post, and use that as a way to get him out of the game. Joe made the better decision of trusting this group, sticking with them, not calling timeouts, all the different things we might have questioned here or there, persevere, and I think embolden that coach in a good way at the end of this game. Marcus Smart, excellent. The Lakers and the Celtics comeback win over the Lakers, 122-118 here in LA. We're brought to you by Rocket Money, rocketmoney.com/garden. It's going to get you insight on what you're spending each month for all your subscriptions. Go over there, check that out. Great tools for money management as well. That's rocketmoney.com/garden. calm.com/garden is going to get you 40% off a premium subscription, sleep sounds, meditation, yoga, and more. That's com.com/garden, as well as Athletic Greens, athleticgreens.com. It's going to get you 5 free travel packs of their powder, vitamins, minerals, adaptogens, probiotics, and more over there, along with all their cool gear and a year's supply of immune-boosting vitamin D. All of that potentially available to you when you go over to athleticgreens.com/garden. Check out the reviews, check out the reaction people had to it. Great energy booster, good taste each morning. You just pour it in your water and throw it back. athleticgreens.com/garden. I'm Bobby Manning from the Crypto Center one more time in LA. Heading back east. Celtics going to practice later this week and start a mini-series against the Magic. Can't wait to recap the whole West Coast experience here on Dome Theory, so check that out later this week as well.